Hey everyone, so I know we all love to travel, and the biggest expense of traveling is actually the flight tickets. And the problem with flight tickets is that the market is so unsure and the prices are always surging up and down. So when is it really the good time to book your flight tickets? My friends always ask me, because I travel all the time, how do you manage to get cheap flight tickets? Do you actually go to a travel agent? Do you look at the websites? Because every website actually promises you to give you the best fare, but no, that's not the reality. And I have a fair experience of always getting cheap flight tickets. So I want to make a video about how to get the cheapest flight tickets, and I assure you this is a tried and tested method, and this will work certainly whether you are anywhere in this world. I mean, apart from North Korea, I think it should work everywhere else, because I don't know how people book flights in North Korea. Though yeah, I'll visit North Korea in a year probably. So how to book flight tickets the cheapest possible way. Let's start with it. What you gotta first do is, when you're booking flight tickets, is hop onto a browser, okay, and Google for skyscanner.com or Skyscanner simply, and you will be directed to a website, okay, that will look somewhat like this right here, okay. And the best thing about Skyscanner is, like, it gives you an option to put down any date, okay. So you can actually look for, while say if you're traveling and you don't know, you just want the cheapest flight ticket and you're not fixated about the date, it can actually let you find the cheapest flight within a complete month, or even find the cheapest month in that year and then let you select the cheapest date on that particular month. So when you're at Skyscanner, it's a very simple website. All you gotta do is put down your airport from where you're flying to the airport where you want to go to. Since I'm going from New Delhi to Bangkok, I'll put the destinations, and I want to fly in June 2018. That's what I put there, and search for the flights. And now all you gotta do is just find the cheapest flight in that particular month that it displays. So as you can see here, the cheapest flight is about on the 20th of June 2018 as I search, and that's about 6,200. Now is the crucial step, what people don't know about Skyscanner, okay? So you first select that date, and then you tap on the middle button that shows you the cheapest flight. It arranges and sorts at the top. So see, these prices are actually in Indian currency, the Indian rupee. So you can change the currency and add the option that's given at the top. So you can put down whatever you want, wherever you're from, whatever you're comfortable in. And then now it will show you the different vendors, the different websites selling that flight ticket at their own prices. Now is the crux, okay? So all you gotta do is open the top 3 which have a very similar pricing in 3 different tabs, okay? So this is where the real magic happens, because often these prices are just an approximate prices that Skyscanner actually searches with a very basic algorithm. It doesn't do the real-time computation, and the prices keep on changing all the time. So you just open these 3 different prices at 3 different tabs, okay, and now you gotta do is look at all of them separately and search for different discounts that the websites and vendors might be offering at that particular time. So example, I looked at this flight, this merchant. So this merchant's name was it's called Sasti Ticket, okay, that's an Indian website, and they have actually slashed down the price from 6,200 to 5,800. That is a good that's like about say $12 less. So that's like you're already saving $12 on your $100 flight. So that's a good thing, right? That's why I said check different vendors. So that's like the first thing, okay. Now we got to look at the other vendor that we looked in. So the price at this website was close to 5,800. Now when we head to the second vendor that we actually looked at, is ClearTrip. So ClearTrip is like a really big website. I'm sure all of us have used it at some point of time. And now you sort down, and ClearTrip will search again and do all its work and show you the cheapest flight, which is about 6,500 at this point of time. But one thing that big websites have that smaller websites like the one we saw before don't is that they provide you options to put down promo codes. Okay, and promo codes often get you either cashback or a discount, an instant discount, which both are very favorable for us in this situation. Okay, and then we look at the third vendor, that is TripZoomy. Okay, so TripZoomy is going to give us its price according to it, but again, since it's a very small vendor, okay, the big vendors are basically Booking.com, Cleartrip, okay, Make My Trip. These are basically the bigger vendors, okay, and the smaller vendors. Now what you're gonna do is say we were looking in for Cleartrip. Okay, so let's say now we're done looking at the vendors. Okay, what we're going to do is we have to look down some of the discount coupons if they are available for the vendors that we are currently considering. So if you're considering TripZoomy, you're going to straightway search down TripZoomy coupons. Okay, and since it's a very small vendor, as I said before, they don't have a lot of coupons, so rather we'll go instead and look down for Cleartrip coupons now, because it's one of the biggest vendors of flight and hotel ticketing. So see here, I can just go to, you know, any of these coupon websites that show up, and it shows me a lot of options. Okay, you can apply this code or apply that code, and this will give you a certain amount of discount at that particular time. You know, these keep on changing, and you can just go back to Cleartrip, and you know, we're gonna go back to Cleartrip, and where we were doing our bookings, find the option to put down the promo code. So as you can see on this particular website at this very moment, there's an option to put down the promo code at the bottom. So we just put down, I'm sorry, I messed up a little, but there was something else copied, but I'll go down, okay, and look. Alright, so the thing is, when you found you know, a working discount coupon, all you gotta do is, you know, go to the actual website and test it. So since we thought, you know, Cleartrip was a big vendor and we found some coupons for it, now we're gonna go to the website, okay, and where we were actually booking our flight, and try and take a discount on that particular website at that point of time on that booking. So see, we found a coupon, and most of the times, you know, it can happen that your coupons will not work. So it's a better idea to sometimes just go through the website too. As you can see at the top, this website mentions, you know, Cleartrip itself gives you an option to use the flight, this particular promo code at the top. So that was INTL save, okay, and I just, you know, I'll apply. So it gave me another option that I can apply this new code, that fly save, and I applied that, and I got 300 rupees off. That is somewhere around, you know, $6 right now. So that is the discount, you know. So the flight that was actually costing me somewhere around 6,500 is now down by, you know, 300 more. And now I just compare what are the final prices on the three vendors. So one vendor is giving me for 1x price, and the second one, I'll just pick the least one that was at the first vendor that I saw without the coupon. So all you gotta do is now, you know, put down your ticket, you know, put down your details, and go on further and do the booking process. Pay by a credit card. It's better if you pay by a credit card and debit card most of the time, or you can use PayPal if you're from the United States or other countries, and it'll work wonders, you know. So I'm gonna keep my iPad aside now. The thing with this method is that it really works whether you're from the United States or you're from India. And if you're a budget traveler, you know, flight tickets are the places where you can share, you know, you can shed your expenses, cut down on your expenses a lot. And it really does not matter when you're flying in economy. All you gotta do is sit through. You can just have your earphones plugged in and go through that, you know. Don't be fussy about airlines. It really does not matter, because it's really, you know, the air flights and flight time is all about, you know, just sitting around having a coffee and chilling. For me, for some people it's about sleeping, and it really does not matter. What my advice as a traveler should be for you is just always look for the cheapest possible flight, and then use the rest of the money that you save from that for things like traveling, maybe having a better stay, maybe trying, you know, more food. If you're into the party scene, then going to a better club, because it really matters, okay? The experience counts, and the way you travel really does not. So I hope this video was informational for you, okay? I'll be making more travel videos, so you make sure you subscribe to my channel. And all right, let's see you later. Bye bye.